course, now the rest is history. You've seen some of the great things we've done. You've seen some of the things we're doing, and there's more to come, folks. So we're really excited about the program, the policies, procedures we put together. Certainly thankful to the City Council for having faith in what we're doing, and certainly thanks to you, all of you who came here today to show your support and having faith in us, because I believe what we're doing is the right direction. I think we've proven that with a lot of the developments going on. We've been a great part of that, and we're proud of that. And I'm going to kind of keep the news a little quiet. I'm going to introduce some folks. And according to the program, no disrespect to you, sir, but I'm supposed to introduce Dusty Hancock, who is the manager of our Kimball facility. So let's give him a hand.
Okay, well, this to my right here is Marty Vaught. He's out of our corporate office, and what we thought we'd do is, Marty has a little bit on Kimball. As long as we've been in the community, there's still some people who don't know about Kimball as a whole. And right now we're going through some exciting news also, as we just recently spun off our electronics division. So we're now multiple companies. And then Marty will give you the background there, and then I'll try to fill you in a little bit on what's going to happen locally. So Marty?
You want me to start?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, thank you all for having me here. Kimball International is, headquartered in Jasper, Indiana, but we have had a very, very long relationship with Salem. Not sure of exact date, but I think it goes back at least 50 years. You guys have been a tremendous community for us, our employees here, and everything that's been done to support us over the years as we've grown and expanded. We very much appreciate, and we consider this a very, very key operation in our portfolio of plants and facilities. As Dusty alluded to, big news for Kimball International. A week ago, we actually split in half, if you will. We spun off our electronics manufacturing services segment of the company, which had grown out of the old pianos and organs business. That is now a global contract manufacturer for electronics devices. And Kimball International, which is the parent company and where it all started from, is going back to our roots, if you will. We have always been a furniture company, always been a woodworking company, but now we are going to be a pure play furniture company with our three brands of Kimball Office, National Office Furniture, and Kimball Hospitality. So with that, we feel like all the stars are aligned in all of our markets that we compete in, office and hospitality. Everything is looking very good for us, economic indicators for us going forward. We're very, very positive about what the future holds. And with that, hopefully we'll bring a little bit of that optimism and prosperity to Salem, because we are consolidating out of Post Falls, Idaho, our metal fabrication production facility. That facility we've had for 20 years. We temper somewhat our excitement and enthusiasm for being here with being a little bit sad to leave folks out there, but we are going to be looking at bringing in part of that production equipment, also purchasing new production equipment. As Dusty will probably get into, there's a lot of preparation work to happen over the next 24 months as we make this transition. But it is a major move. We are looking at somewhere approximately 100 jobs coming to the Salem facility, along with a lot of new capabilities to match up with existing capabilities that we already have. And then 2 facilities in Jasper, our 15th and 16th Street plants, are going to probably get somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 positions down there. Again, a lot of equipment to be ordered, a lot of equipment to be moved, and prep work to be done in the plants, and we are going to slowly transition out of Post Falls to assure that, one, that we have no customer spills, that all of our order obligations go through, but also because we want to make certain that we work with our employees there. We have worked very hard, I think, as we have here in all of our communities, to become known as an employer of choice. When folks are looking for a job or looking for a career, we want them to really seek out Kimball in our operations. We've worked very hard to do that in Post Falls as well. And so over this expanse of time, as we slowly transition, we're going to be doing our best to work to find positions and relocate all of those folks as well. Help them in the area with job placement and assistance and so forth. Also working with other manufacturers in the area, because we have a tremendous workforce there, just as we do here. People that are excellent. So this move has nothing to do with them not doing a good job. It's extremely good workforce, but it is purely a matter of economics. So we want to treat those people right and help them proceed, with their lives out there. When I talk about economics, Post Falls is our farthest flung manufacturing operation, and it is a metalworking operation. So raw materials going into the Great Northwest, high freight costs, finished goods coming out of there to be brought back east of Denver. That's where over 80% of our customer base is, east of Denver. So all that product they make is coming back this way as finished goods, and that is an extremely costly proposition, as you can imagine, from a freight standpoint. A lot of that product that they produce is then married up with other product produced in southern Indiana. Our markets are changing as well in what designers and what end users want in terms of product. So it's not just a pure metal working, painted metal type of product. They're wanting to marry it up with wood, with plastics, with laminates, chrome, glass, those types of things, mixed materials, and all of that production is basically located in our southern Indiana operations. So again, economics, it's a smart move to move things back to be able to marry up with products made here in Salem and other products made in Jasper. That in a nutshell, I think, is where we're at, helps explain what we're doing a little bit. But like I said, we're very excited and hope this will be the start of a new type of production, a new type of operation, a whole new portfolio of skill sets, if you will, for employees in the area. Thank you.
So I'm here to interpret what that really means for us here locally. As a manufacturing guy, it always makes you feel sad when somebody else has to shut their facility down, because there's people who are impacted, and it's easy to say, but it's very hard to live. So from that standpoint, Marty's right. Even our people here are saddened by that. But we're in a position for an opportunity. We will be adding, as Marty said, over 100 people to the local workforce. We will be adding salaried people as well as direct labor people. The range of wages will be in the $12.50 to $15 range. And then we will be adding these people over the next 24 months. Now, we'll begin to hire people as early as next quarter. And that'll be the people who will be the advanced guard, the ones that will have to make sure that get sent to Post Falls. And there will be people, the timing for the hotel is probably pretty good, because there will be people from Post Falls who will be staying with us a couple of weeks at a time, go home, and then come back again. So that works out well for there. We will be adding between $8 and $9 million of capital equipment to the facility here. Our plant out there is about 340,000 square feet. And over the last 5 years, we've undertaken a pretty aggressive lean strategy. We're producing the same amount of furniture we were producing 5 years ago, but we're producing it in half the space. So that's what's afforded us the opportunity to move the metal into that vacated space. And what that'll do is allow us to, at this one facility, we will be able to produce wood product, we'll produce metal product, and we're also producing solid surface product for BMW dealerships throughout the Western Hemisphere. So that will give us a lot of capabilities here. And the thing that's helped a lot is the people here in Salem have been very good at responding to the needs that we have. In order to get to the point where you can consolidate that much, it says people have to change, they have to be flexible. And this workforce has demonstrated that, and that's one of the things that's helped lead to the opportunity. I think that's probably the gist of it, but I don't know that, you think of anything I may have missed?
No, let me just, if there are any questions, people may have questions that Marty or Dusty will either try and answer or completely avoid. Anybody have any questions of them?
The chamber office is already getting phone calls as to how many people apply. What should I tell them to do?
We haven't got that far yet. We're just now bringing our plant people in line. I know the questions that's come out in the shop is, well, are these temporary positions? They will not be temporary positions. They will be full-time positions. Now, we do maintain a temporary strategy so that we have some flexibility. So probably a little early for that, Anita, but it'll probably be public knowledge. All we have to do is say something in the shop, and within 5 minutes, the whole community knows. So, yes, ma'am.
Are you gonna be building on to the current facility?
That's the joys of doing what we have done is, no, we do not need to.
Oh,
That's all, and infrastructure really hurts paybacks, and we've managed to consolidate into half the plant, and likewise, we have a thing what we call velocity, how fast the product from the time we release an order to the shop floor until it comes out, and we've reduced that by 500% over the last 4 years. Yeah, I'm a manufacturing geek, so
Other questions? Well, this is certainly, Dusty, Marty, and this is outstanding news for the community, for the county. Dusty and I were kind of laughing a little bit last week. We've been working on this project through the state for, gosh, probably, well, it's been a while without knowing exactly who it was. And had an idea, and Dusty was very, very good when I kind of call him and talk to him about some other things, and kind of ask him if anything's going on, and he would always, well, we're always working on something. But when we actually got the confirmation, it was outstanding. We were able to provide them with the assistance, and we know that this is going to be a great addition. I know the city has, the mayor, the city council has been very, very supportive of reacting to these kind of situations very quickly and very positively, so that we can get right back to a company and say, yes, this is what we are able to do, this is what we are willing to do, and then go ahead and follow up with it. Part of what we're doing out there, part of the reason you're a little late this morning is because of the infrastructure development that's going on out there. You'll see some things happening on Kimball Drive, and at the end with the new stoplight that'll go in next year. Progress Way, which gives you another alternative to get in and out of the facility, will begin next year. And I think that should be pointed out that all of that was an ongoing project, really paid for, not out of city funds, but paid for out of the development that's going on next to you. So the city isn't using any city funds for those. We've been able to develop a financing plan to put in literally all of that money from funding from the development. So we're very, very pleased with that, and the fact that now we kind of get a twofer. We were doing it for this, and now it becomes something that's advantageous to this project is extremely important. And again, a lot of the credit goes back to the city leadership for kind of figuring that out ahead of time and making sure that we we're very, very pleased with this. I couldn't help but thinking for some of you, I kind of apologize, this is maybe the third meeting like this we've had in about the last month. I'm kind of sorry to keep interrupting your work schedule, but too bad. We're gonna keep doing it. We had the Summit seat coating announcement, we had the Main Street grant announcement, and now Kimball's announcement. That's what we're supposed to be doing, and that's what's happening. So, again, Kimball, we very much appreciate what you're doing. We obviously are gonna support that effort in any way that we can, and certainly look forward to working with you in the future. If there are no other questions, we have a cake. Help yourself, but we do appreciate you all coming. Thank you so much.